So today is day 8 and it's gonna rain again, just like yesterday. But it looks like it's gonna rain much worse today compared to yesterday. Anyway, have you guys ever wondered if it's just, I don't know how to say this, if it's just me or has society gone downhill a bit? Because I noticed that when I was younger, people were more, how should I say this, were more, would have more common courtesy. And today, they just have less of that. Um, if I'm gonna talk about it politically correct, I don't know if it's just when we were younger or when I was younger, we wouldn't really notice much of it. So we would have this expectation that if one person is nice to us, then everyone is nice to us. And that creates like a whole, what's that word? Vacuum in our little world, in our little um, childlike worlds, that everyone is nice, so we just expect everything is nice around us. And I guess that's the main reason for it, because when we grow up, we discover more of the world, we meet more people, and then as technology progresses, more information is easily accessible to each and every one of us, especially right now in our hands. And that's when we start to notice that life isn't always, I always use this phrase, rainbows and butterflies. Because I guess it hasn't always been. It hasn't always been like that. Maybe it has gotten worse, but in tandem with us growing up, in tandem with us noticing that it's actually not all that good, it the effect multiplies, is what I'm trying to say. The effect of noticing that things aren't that great at all multiplies between us growing up and between how real life actually is. Right. I'm not sure if you guys understand me, but that's just how I feel these days, that people tend to have less common courtesy. And I'm not saying that they should be nice to me, people should be nice to me, because they don't owe me anything. People don't owe us anything. And I get that. But sometimes, I'm, I mean, a lot of times, for example, just going in and out or to and from my house into the junctions that I have, or into the small road that leads to my house. When when the cars actually meet in the middle of the road, we need, um, of course, how should I say this? We need to make way for each other, right? Because of the small road. And I've noticed that since I started driving, people tend to not really wave you off, but they pretend that they don't see you in the other car. Because growing up, I always see my mom, my dad, my aunt would wave like this and smile at the person in the other car, and the person would actually wave back, smile back. But these days, I don't really get that anymore. Or most of the drivers that come into and go out of using that road don't really don't really either notice you or acknowledge that you're there. It's like you don't even exist. I mean, I understand that some people are in a hurry, they won't notice you trying to at least greet. It's not even like you're trying to talk to them. It's just a brief, hey, thanks for giving way. Oh, hey, thanks for waiting. But I noticed that because of the lack of common courtesy, it's like they won't even acknowledge that, and they won't even like use it as a sign of thanks at the end of the day, because that's what it is. It's a thank you for giving way, thank you for waiting, and all that. Some of them even try to rush you, like try to, I'm not sure what's the word in Sabahan that we say sisik. It's like trying to get their way, like they want you to move out of the way faster and just push their way into or right beside your car just so that they can get away from you faster. And that's not the only example of uh, did you guys hear the thunder? Yeah, this is gonna be, not sure if it's gonna be that bad, but if there's thunder, well, who knows. Anyway, it's not only in the small roads that I noticed this, even in the big roads, and it's not only in cars. I think it's everywhere. And again, I'm not saying people owe me anything, but I guess it's just common sense that when someone does something nice to you, you at the least say thanks. You, or at least just smile. Just smile, maybe wave. Because even when I hold the door for someone in the mall or wherever, out of the 10 people that I would do that for, maybe 4 or 3 would smile, say thanks. And I'm not sure. Maybe it's the different cultures now because a lot more cultures are mixing from where I am. Maybe it's the different upbringing. I'm not saying their parents did a bad job, but I understand that some families have certain understandings and have certain cultures. Maybe it's the understanding of stranger danger, that you don't interact with strangers, or maybe they're just introverted and all that. There's a lot of reason for for not actually acknowledging someone who has been nice to you. And I understand some of those reasons, but maybe maybe we should relearn that, relearn to at least say thank you. Honestly, I'm not really sure where I'm going with this conversation. I wasn't I wasn't prepared enough to actually talk today because I had, well, not had to, but I did go run some errands and bought a few things. And I'm not saying I'm tired, but the past few days of work, the work that I had to do, has honestly sapped some of my energy to think creatively. And I guess that's one of the things that I need to learn, that no matter how much energy is drained from me. I need to learn to adapt and actually come up with something creative to talk about before I even press the record button. I mean, I actually tried. I looked to my notes, but none of the things that I put in my notes resonated with me today. Also, I do feel a little bit disappointed because I tried using my old wireless lav mic. It kind of worked yesterday, but somehow today I just couldn't make it to work, make it to actually permanently permanently connect to my phone. So that's why I don't know. I guess I need your feedback to actually tell me if the audio from yesterday's video was better compared to today, or is today better, or there's no difference. Because I wasn't planning on buying a a wireless lav mic because I already have that old one, but I'm not sure because of the connectivity problems. Maybe I do need to upgrade it. But for now, I think I'm gonna stick with the mic on the phone, at least until I get one, because I do have a condenser mic, but it's kind of a hassle to connect it to the laptop and then try to find a place that I can mount it on and all that. Anyway, I'm not sure if I went off topic there because there is technically no topic, but that's just what I did today, or at least that's what I tried to do 5 minutes, 10 minutes before recording this video. And it kind of disappointed me that I couldn't make stuff work. And I guess for the past few days, disappointment is kind of a common factor in my life. It's not saying that it's bad, but sometimes it just gets to you, you know? And you forget what you have already prepared, because I already thought of something to talk about this morning. I don't know why I actually forgot about it. And I don't know why I didn't put it in my notes, in my phone. But the rest of the topics that I put down or put into my phone, I didn't really resonate with me to talk about in this video. So maybe I'll try to find something else tomorrow. And yeah, I guess that's it for day 8.